Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we have the Neon Series tier list. A bunch of new cards just came out today. We got 33 new cards, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed, but not in the cards itself, more so in the card selection. If you watch my previous video, I made a prediction video. I thought that we were going to get 30 legends because a lot of these legends need a high diamond. It's about time, but we ended up with like 50% prospects, and the other 50% it's either flashbacks or legends, which is still not bad. But my only problem really with this drop today is that there are still teams that are missing a pitching captain, and that sucks. I think that's really messed up from STS parts. But other than that, a lot of these cards are amazing, especially for a theme team. They're going to work just fine. Some of them are even God Squad material for all of you sweats out there. In today's tier, I'm going to be ranking a lot of them harshly, but just so you know, C tier is like average on this state of the game. So yeah, keep that in mind when you're watching this video, and let me know in the comment section down below if you are happy with your team's new card. The captain, the Yankees won. How do the Yankees just keep getting away with getting the best cards ever? Like, I know they're the biggest franchise, one of the biggest franchise in sports history, like in general. They have all the legends, but like, why can they just have Whitey Ford, man? They're already blessed with having like every single card. Now they get to use Derek Jeter as a captain. I know, the boost, it's only good once you get it to tier 3, and even then it's not that good. But they have a goon squad in every single position. Like, kind of unfair, but I'm not gonna hate this card. Great defense for Derek Jeter card, 88 speed. Contact, I'm gonna put this in the A tier. I thought about S tier, but if we compare him only to these neon cards, which I'm not going to do, I'm going to be ranking this as in the meta of the game. I think there's just so much better options. He's not a switch hitter, and the power, I know he has a glitchy swing, especially if you used this 94 earlier in the year. His I believe he was an inning boss, right? If I remember correctly, he was glitchy, but I just think there's just so much better options. Yeah, he's free and you can get him by playing the game 30 minutes, but that's my opinion. Adley Rushman, another switch hitting catcher that honestly you can very well put him in S tier if you compare him to his peers here, but I'm not. I'm judging him in the meta. Honestly, stat wise, I think he's like B tier. He doesn't have the best swing, 105 clutch, has good contact versus lefties, under 100 power versus lefties, 100 power versus righties, 104 contacts, not the greatest. He's a defensive catcher, and honestly, defense does not really matter. He only has one good quirk, bad ball hitter. The Orioles, you cannot run a double captain boost because they don't have a pitcher, which is my only complaint really with this drop is how can they fuck that up? You really had only one job. Is there's still some teams that don't have a pitching captain, which is insane to me. But they went that way. At least cool, but I don't think he has a bad swing. I don't think he has a good swing. I kind of enjoyed his summer series one, but at this point, if you compare him to the tens of million other switch hitting catchers that we have, I think he's B tier. I get that he's a free card, but Chandler Simpson, D tier. Probably the worst card that came out today. He doesn't even have maxed out fielding, which is crazy. Like, maxed out contact, lefty, 99 speed, 99 bond, yes. Why don't just give him the PCA treatment with maxed out contact? He has 65 power anyways. Nobody's going to use this card. Like, why can they just give him 115 vision and give him defense? I don't know. Like, I don't know what was the plan with this card. If if they wanted to give the Rays a prospect card, they could have just gave them Ian Seymour. Shout out to my guy in the comments. I know he's going to leave a comment. If they just wanted to give the Rays a prospect card, Ian Seymour is right there. They don't have, again, the Rays are one of those teams that don't have a pitching captain. Ian Seymour is right there. He's right there. He would have been an amazing card with that changeup. But, they went this route. Completely unusable card. The Rays are in the gutters. Nothing new there. Marcelo Meyer. Where is he? Let me pull up the stats real quick. Insane stats, insane bat. He has a very good swing. Only problem again is he's lefty. I'm gonna put him in the A tier. If he was not a lefty, I probably would have put him in the S tier, but he's literally like a lefty Carlos Correa that has second base as well. So he has that position versatility. He's going to play amazing in your Red Sox team. But again, he Captain Boost is nerfed. He only gives 2 power in tier 1, 4 in tier 2, and 6 in tier 3. So it's not that great of a boost. But I think his swing plays and the stats are amazing, honestly. The fact that you can get this guy to maxed out power, if you superfractor him, he's going to play insane defense. And 68 speed at P5 is not bad. Only downside, again, he's lefty. I don't really rate lefties this year, especially now with Leiter. 99 Leiter. We have Randy Johnson. We're probably going to see John Donaldson in the next couple of weeks, I'm pretty sure. Jack Caglione. I love this guy's swing. But he's not an outfielder. He doesn't have the defense. He has an insane power with an amazing swing. Honestly, he has one of the best swings that as a lefty, I think. That's just my opinion. But again, comparing him to the meta, I think he's just cool. He's not bad. Me putting this guy in the C tier, he's average. And average in this point of the game is very good. So don't think by me putting him in the C tier, I don't think he's bad. Average at this point of the game is very good. Adley is definitely above average player. Kevin McGonigal, F tier. Doesn't play the greatest defense. He's a lefty shortstop that's 5'10", so he's very short. He doesn't even reach. Oh, he does. He gets to 91 and 90 power once you get him to P5. Doesn't even have maxed out contact, no maxed out clutch. He's not extremely fast. He cannot steal bases. 73 steal. Bad defense. I think this card is trash. Honestly, no way around it. Basana. He was one of the budget beasts at the start of the year, the first week on that pipeline program. Underwhelming power. Maxed out clutch is good. Good contact versus maxed out contact versus right. He can play second and center field. I don't think you're playing him at center field. Only 86 reaction, 82 fielding. He does have the speed, 87, not bad, with 90 steal. I think he's going to be good, but again, he's lefty. He's going to be great as our captain boost on a Guardians theme team. But just in general, I don't think this guy is very good. Cal Teal. Where are you? Okay, so a contact catcher with good defense, good speed. He can play the outfield. Is C tier being too nice to him? I think I'd rather use the pipeline pass Schwarber probably over this guy, right? I don't really remember Schwarber's stats from memory, but yeah, I'm gonna put him in the C tier for now. I'll probably come back to that. Logan O'Hoppe. maxed out versus lefties, 103 clutch. I think he has a very weird swing. It's not for everybody. 71 speed is something. He cannot really play. He's not really a defensive catcher. 81 arm is nice, but I think he's trash, bro. Like I think he's D tier. Yeah, like even like why is the tier one boost for the Angels only +3 contact? That's stupid, bro. Yeah, he's definitely going in the D tier for me. Then this card is unusable, especially because he has a very bad swing. Berkey, finally we get a 99 Lance Berkman. He's S tier, easily S tier. He's probably just the best pure primary position first baseman in the game. 96 power versus lefties. I don't think that really matters. He has an insane swing, in my opinion. He's been amazing. I love the prime one. He was insane. I was still using him like 2 weeks ago. Uh, Great time to drop the 99 Lance Berkman. I think he's going to be insane. And the fact that he can give himself a nice boost. I know he gives himself contact and he doesn't really need that. You would have loved if he would have boosted power, but you know, you can have it both ways. Maxed out clutch, maxed out versus righties. I know I said we're in a lefty started pitchers meta, but I think this guy still plays. He was one of my favorite cards all year. Rafael Palmeiro, insane stats for this guy. Like honestly, if he was not a if this guy was a right-handed bat, he probably would have been the best, just like DH at least, at the very least. Bad. Maxed out clutch, high contact versus right, pretty much maxed out power versus right, 113 power versus lefties. He can play defense if you care about that at first base. I don't think the swing is that good. If this was just judging by stats, I'd probably put him like in A tier. But if you take into account the meta and the swing, I don't think he has a good swing. I'm gonna put him in the C tier. Yeah, as you can see, I mean, I have all these lefties in C tier because of the damn meta. Colt Emerson, shortstop, can play second and third. But again, another lefty. He's not going to be amazing defensively. He can play second and third. So for that reason, I'm going to put him in the C tier. But again, the Mariners really needed a hitting captain. They got one. But you already using JP Crawford. I think I'd rather use the tops now, JP Crawford, over this one. But that's just my opinion. Another lefty goes straight into the C tier. Shawn Green. Very underwhelming card. I just know that somebody in the comments is going to say you're crazy for putting Shawn Green in the D tier. I'm already prepared for that. I know there's a club fan of Shawn Green that consists of like 10 people, and that they will swear by this card. He has the stats versus lefties, and I don't know, for some reason I just think that somebody will find his card just awesome. I don't want to put him in the D tier for that reason. I'm gonna be nice and put him in the C tier because honestly I don't think he's that bad. 80 speed, he can actually play the outfield, which is kind of rare for these Team Affinity cards. There's always seemed to be a problem, and honestly the only problem with this guy is power versus lefties, which 92 is not terrible if you hit well with him, and that he's a lefty. So let's move on to Walker Jenkins. I don't know, with these cards I feel like they SDS really feels like they invested a lot of money into getting these prospects right, and they just have to use them, or at least to me it feels that way. But very underwhelming card. I know some people absolutely rake with this card, with his pipeline program card, the free one. He was the program headliner for that one. Underwhelming stats, center fielder, lefty bad. I'm putting every single one of these I don't know. I think I'm being too harsh here, but I'll put him in the C tier. I'll probably just come back at the end. Also, I'll be S tier. I don't think I have to say a lot. I think everybody knows how good this guy is. I know he's going to torch me. I know he's going to destroy me whenever I face him on the Weekend Classic. He can actually play defense. The only downside is the arm and the height. But 82 reaction with 83 speed, I think you will be just fine. He's definitely going to play better defense than Cattell or probably whoever you have at second base. Obviously, he's not going to be better than Leo Lebris, but above it, I'd probably take him over a lot of people. And the bat is just going to be there, 103 and 105 power. I don't think you're going to notice that. He just has an insane and glitchy swing. The only real downside with this card is that he has no quirks, but for some reason he just smashes. I think you're going to see him in a lot of lineups, and I am starting to feel scared because I don't want to see that card on ranked. The Grandy Man, kind of a curveball with this one. Was not expecting a 99 Curtis Granderson, especially not a Team Affinity one. But this card is nice. Like, I think this guy goes straight into B tier. If we take into account the fact that he boosts Mets, Beltran, Pete Alonso, obviously Leiter, he's probably like A tier. But I'm gonna put him in the B tier for now. I know he has a good swing. He has a power versus right, has very good stats versus righties. Not bad versus lefties. 108 clutch. He can play some solid defense, and he's a primary right field. I'm gonna put him in the A tier, man. Yeah, I thought he was a primary center field. I had not really paid attention to that. So yeah, A tier. Eury Perez. I think this card is trash, man. Like 95 stamina, bad control, no outlier, very fast circle change with a yeah, I think this card is going to be very bad. I don't think he is glitchy. If they would have given him outlier, he's probably like a B tier. But as of now, I don't think this card is usable. I don't think it's going to be good. He's 6'8", but I don't think he's janky enough for you to justify the stats and that pitch mix. I think that pitch mix is terrible. He has horrible control. He only has he has 81, 78, and 76 control on his slurve, circle change, and sinker. That's not going to play at this point of the year. The hits per nine may. He probably would have been nice on GOAT, but that's not a thing anymore. Bobby Abreu, where are you? He has a horrible stance, but the swing is good. He can play defense. He's very fast. He's going to steal some bases. Has some decent stats. The Fearless team is honestly looking very good. I think this guy goes into the B tier. Probably if you take into consideration the him on a fully tier 3 boost, he's probably A tier. But I'm not going to judge him as that. I'm just going to judge him, as a regular card. Zimmerman. I love his card. I love this milestone card earlier in the year. And of course, I was pitching to like 87 Walker Jenkins when he had insane per nines. He was dotting for me. I had like a 3.5 year rate with him on Hall of Fame and All-Star. I was not playing on Legend on that earlier in the year. I only introduced myself to Legend like 6-7 weeks ago. I'm biased here, so I'm gonna put him in the B tier. Just because that control is not a joke. Yeah, I'm gonna leave him in the B tier. That's definitely biased though. If you want to say he's trash, D, maybe C tier, or maybe even D tier, I probably wouldn't hate it. Konnor Griffin insane swing, honestly. Righty. He's kind of like a budget at these 99 speed, 99 steal, perfect defense. If the hitting stats were just a tiny bit better, like just a tiny little bit better, if they would have given him 94 speed, 94 steal, and bumped those hitting stats just a tiny bit, he would have been insane. He can play the outfield as well. I'm gonna put him in the A tier just because I think he's better than Jeter. You know what? I'm gonna put him in the S tier, man. Like, I think that swing really plays. Only downside again, you're not really going to run a Pirates theme team, right? Anthony Rizzo. I think he's better than Palmeiro. He has the better swing. He doesn't have the as crazy as of stats, but the swing will play above those stats, and he does have some pretty nice stats, especially versus righties. Obviously, 110 clutch is a lot better than a lot of these cards. I don't know why they gave them like 105 clutch, like on average for these cards. Yeah, I noticed that like the clutch is kind of bad on all of these cards. JJ Weatherholt, another day one legend, if you will. Where is he already logged in? Great stats, great contact stats, power a little on the lower end, 100 versus lefties, just as your base stats, 97 versus righty. So I think that's better. I prefer that. He has better contact versus righties, lower power. I think I like better when they have more contact against their handedness disadvantage. 121 clutch, one of the highest on this drop. Insane defense. He can play second and third. I think he goes into A tier with Marcelo Meyer. Yeah, he's A tier. I was debating him putting him in the S tier, but if I don't have Marcelo over there, I don't think I can put Weatherholt over there. I know he's going to play better defense and he's a lot faster, but I think Marcelo's bat is just, I think Meyer's bat is a little bit better, in my opinion. Jesus Made, I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name. I'm sorry, but he's literally a free Jimmy Rollins. So go and get him, and he's not a midget. So 6'1", 95 insane speed, 99 steal, great defense. Literally a free Jimmy Rollins. 116 clutch, higher than the average of these guys. Good power versus righties, good contact versus lefties. Great splits, great defense, great speed. He can play second and third. I think he's probably one of the must-have cards in this drop. Again, only downside, he's a prospect, so no quirks. Hunter Green, pretty decent card. Doesn't have the best differentials. Splitter is a little bit too fast. If he throws that slider like 90, 91 maybe, like, I think he has potential to be very good. Max low clutch is interesting. 115 hits per nine, kind of high. I'm gonna put him in the B tier. I think he is very, very, very usable. I don't care about what difficulty you're playing. Outlier. He's not going to be amazing. He's not going to wow you. He doesn't have ace potential, but he's going to be fine. Brian Reynolds, the collection reward, dead red breaking ball, and bad ball hitter. So 3 very nice quirks. Pretty much maxed out contact, good power, maxed out clutch, good speed, 86, 91 fielding, 86 reaction. So this guy is going to be perfect once you get him to P5. I'll definitely S tier. His swing is very good, but I don't know. I feel like some people struggle not to hit, but a lot of people are going to be lining out. I don't know if that was just a problem with his card earlier in the year because he had very low power against one side. I don't remember which one, but yeah, I feel like a lot of people were just putting like perfect swings on the ball, and they were lining out a lot. But I don't think you should have that problem with this card. He's definitely going to go into your outfield. Right fielder, right fielder primary, beautiful, beautiful. You didn't have to take that -3, -4 position penalty. Perfect, perfect card. Gehrig, insane stats, pretty much perfect. Like maxed out contact, insane power. This guy's going to be a goon on the Yankees team. You can probably just use him. He's definitely better than Big Papi, in my opinion. He just has insane stats, man. Like, this is an end game first baseman. But again, the meta, I'm gonna put him in the A tier. Again, if you play on All Star, everybody just bumps up one tier. I think you shouldn't be having any problem hitting against Randy Johnson with this Lou Gehrig card on All Star, and probably even on Hall of Fame if you're good at the game. But I just rather not have to deal with that. If you're fine with going 1 for 4 the majority of your games because you match with everybody else, then yeah, you can justify having him in your lineup, I guess. A Leiter, S tier. I don't think I have anything to say here. He has been the best pitcher in the game probably for a while now. He just got a little upgrade on his per nines. He's going to get to 118 hits per nine on a tier 1 Mets boost. Maxed out case per nine. Almost maxed out clutch. Control is not great, but he's a Leiter, man. Like, he has 99 control. He has a fake 99 control, man. We all know that. Geraldo Perdomo, interesting little card here. He's a switch hitter, so he has that factor. Power is a little underwhelming, but maxed out contact versus lefties, maxed out clutch. If he had 80 speed, this guy would be like, he would definitely be better than, I don't think he would be better than Jesus, but this guy is definitely A tier. Like, at first I saw him and I thought he was looking like mediocre, but nah, bro, like he's probably even S tier. But I just think the speed is not ideal. And if we compare him to, we have a lot of switching in shortstop, bro. That's the point I'm trying to make. So I'm gonna put him in the A tier. Charlie Condon, first baseman, can play third in the outfield, 52 speed, so he's a first baseman or third baseman. Insane power, good. He's a good bat, and he's righty. I'm gonna put him in the B tier. I'm gonna put him in the C tier. I think he's like fine. I don't think he's going to be anything crazy. Jackson Merrill, great defense. He can play second and short. Low power versus lefties, but he has good swing, man. I'm gonna put him in the B tier just because he's going to play elite defense at what I consider the more premium positions. Center field, shortstop, probably second base is kind of important this year, in my opinion. So insane defense with a good lefty swing. I think he's better. I think I'd rather use him over Basana, over the Mariners guy. I probably would rather use this guy over Walker Jenkins just because of the defense. Definitely over Sean Green, just because he can play elite defense at center field. I really value that. I don't know, that at least just feels wrong, right? Let's just wrap this thing up. Willie Mays, perfect. Literally perfect, but he has a dog shit swing. I'm gonna put him in the B tier. He has everything, every hitting quirk I believe in the game. Insane defense, insane speed, insane stats, but he has an awful swing. Beltre, perfect defense, 70 speed is not bad. Good hitting stats, 5'11". I think he's just B tier. Like, I don't think his swing is cool. I think he has a very bad and slow swing. and he's not tall. That's what you're looking for mainly on a third baseman. I don't think he's going to be. I don't think he will play better defense than Chase Headley or Scott Rowland, or hell, I don't think he plays better defense than. Well, he probably plays better defense than J-Ram. I'm definitely reaching there, but I'd rather just use Chipper Jones over this guy. Honestly, he has pretty much same hitting stats and he's shorter. I'd rather use Chipper Jones, and he's a switch hitter, obviously. So, quick little recap here. D tier, probably never going to touch these cards within a 50-foot pole. C tier, am I being too harsh on Walker Jenkins? Probably. I'm gonna bump him to B tier. Vasana, maybe B tier, but no, I'm gonna leave him here. B tier, I'm fine with everybody I have here. A tier, Gehrig, probably you could probably make the argument that he goes into S tier, right? I don't know. Do I? Yeah, man. Like, whatever. I'm gonna put him in the S tier. And if you're on All-Star, Marcelo, JJ, and Curtis Granderson are probably S tier. But yeah, I think I'm satisfied with this. I'm gonna leave it as that. So anyways, that's going to be the end of the video. If you're new around here, consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any future MLB The Show content. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and consider joining the Discord. We're trying to build a community here where I can answer all of your questions, or you can just come hang out, maybe find a new co-op buddy, whatever. Until then, I'll catch you later.
Do it! Just